We all know what RLCraft is. The mod pack full of dungeons and dragons and OP armor. It's also one of the hardest mod packs ever made. And today, I'm going to spend 100 days in it on hardcore. If I die, I lose this world forever. In these 100 days, I have a couple goals. Full dragon armor. This means I have to kill a couple dragons to get scales so I can make armor. Full Tide Guardian armor. This armor gives me strength in water, so when I fight enemies in the water, I have the upper hand. And I also want to have killed a tier 5 dragon. These are the strongest dragons in the game. Also, if you're lucky, they drop an egg so you can have a dragon to yourself. If you guys do end up enjoying this video, please leave a like. I greatly appreciate it. And also subscribe if you're new. We are so close to 500,000 subscribers, and it would mean the world to me if we hit it. Alright, I think I've talked long enough. Enjoy the video. Day 1. I needed stones and I needed food. In RLCraft, you can't punch trees. You won't get any wood and it's just a waste of time. So to start, you either need to get flint or you need to punch trees and pick up stones on the ground. After killing a lot of animals for food, I found Rufus? Not only did I find Rufus, but I also found death! I got away from the horrible creature and went into the campsite. Thank God I found this campsite because there's beds in here. And it also helps you out with food. After collecting everything like the bed, the food, and all the chests, I went off exploring. I knew I could last the first few nights just by putting a bed down and sleeping before nighttime actually set. So I knew I was fine for right now, but I still needed a shelter. Along the way, I'd killed some sheep, so I used their string to help start off making tools. I used the flint hatchet to break the wood, and eventually I made a crafting table. With the crafting table, I made a stone pickaxe and started mining for some rocks. Finally, I had a full set of stone tools, just in time for day 2. Day 2! I continued gathering food and was still exploring. If you don't have a shelter and no armor, you will die. I forgot I added this mod in here. That is the Between Lands Shrine. You collect pretty cool things to get into a different dimension, but you'll probably see that later. While exploring, I found this really cool lighthouse. I know you guys are thinking that I'm probably going to end up living here, but no. It being surrounded by a whole bunch of water is just not good. The mobs in water are a lot harder to fight than the mobs on land, so I didn't want to take any chances. I explored inside and I actually got a few things. I wasn't a high enough level to take the brewing stand, but I could take the fern eye. I found some chain leggings in the chest, and you know what? I actually just took the chests as well because, I mean, come on, I would need them sooner or later. It'd be a waste of wood to not take them. I also ransacked the bookshelves. These are extremely important. Just like in normal Minecraft, you use them to enchant. Even though they're everywhere, it's still better to just take them while you can. Upstairs, there was a chest with 8 golden apples in it. That was perfect. There was also a fishing rod that I would use later. And since it was nighttime, I just decided to camp out here for the night. While exploring around on day 3, I actually found a battle tower. Battle towers have overpowered loot in them, especially the top 2 chests. They have amazing items in them. I knew that in my current state, if I were to fight this battle tower head on, I would die. So I did the smart thing and towered up from the side. While on the top of the battle tower, there's this pretty funny glitch where if you were to rod the battle tower golem, he stands still until he wakes up. And once he wakes up, he flies off the edge. This is the funniest glitch I've ever seen, and I use it all the time. I can't not use it. It's so funny. I got extremely lucky with this chest. Inside, there were 2 XP tomes. Each XP tome has 30 levels inside of it that you can use. There's also a recall potion, a couple bottles of enchanting, some diamonds, you know, just the good stuff. I was more so interested in the XP tomes. They're going to help me progress in the game so much easier. If you didn't know, you have to level up your skills in RLCraft. Every time you level up, it gets harder and harder to complete it. These XP tomes come in handy so much. Day 4 and 5, I didn't really do much aside from run around. I literally ran for 20 minutes straight and couldn't find anything. Up until day 6. Day 6, I found a village. I've been playing RLCraft for a little over a year now, and I know what's in these villages, so I didn't really bother to check any of the buildings, except for this one. As soon as I entered the village, this one caught my eye. I know in this building there's a whole bunch of food and a whole bunch of chests, and there would be enough room to store all of my things. So I got to work quickly making it my own for day 6 and day 7. Day 8 was spent renovating the house. I had placed a whole bunch of chests in the room because I know I would need them. There's so many items in RLCraft, there's just too much to take care of. Listen, look at all that food, bro! I had so much food in the top chest, it was amazing. After sorting out the chests, I walked around the village for a little bit. I wanted to get familiar with my surroundings so I could go out and explore and come back without having to use a compass. There wasn't really anything in the blacksmith either, which was upsetting, but I mean, it's fine. Hearing wings usually means there's a dragon nearby, but it was just a hippogriff, so I wasn't really too worried. Sometimes they sound alike. I found some pretty decent stuff in this chest. Well, decent starter stuff. There were a couple arrows, some bread, and some boots. Things that actually help you get started and keep you safe from mobs. You really don't want mobs getting close to you because they do so much damage. I went up to the top of this one house, and I've actually never seen this before, but there were XP tomes in a chest. The most XP tomes I've seen in a village chest was 1, but this one had 2. Listen, I'm not complaining, I'm just gonna take it. With those XP tomes, I leveled up my defense and my attack so high. As of right now, I could already wear iron armor, but with all of this leveling up, I could wear diamond armor. Having diamond armor before day 10 is actually pretty crazy, and I'm actually proud of myself for getting it. Oh, and I leveled up mining just a little bit. Day 9, I had made my diamond armor, aside from a helmet. I wanted to save enough diamonds for a saber first, and thank God I had the perfect amount. I would need to go exploring and take out a few battle towers to get more diamonds, but other than that, I'm pretty set right now. Day 10. While out exploring, I found this building that had like 4 towers on it. I know there's danger in there, but obviously I had to jump up in there. I knew that one of those towers had really good stuff in it, so I just had to go up. These towers are full of angry mobs, such as like pillagers, there's witches in there. You can even see a wither skeleton. The spawners in here are insane. So if I wanted to get anything out of these chests, I would have to act fast. Vindicators and pillagers aren't really that hard to fight, especially when you have reach in this game, so it was pretty easy. Another XP tome. Awesome. After immediately leveling up my mining, I got back to looting the chests. I completely forgot that while being up here, there's also the Vex that spawn. Ain't nobody ever seen speed bridging in RLCraft before. These chests had so many arrows in them, I've literally never seen them before. I had no idea there were chests under spawners. There were mobs everywhere while I was trying to get this double chest. Oh god, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Come on, bruh. Bro, come on. I just want to get this stuff. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, yeah, no, I'm done. I'm done. I cannot believe I landed that. Oh my god. Yeah, that's enough exploring them towers for today. But after exploring that tower, I was immediately attacked by some Mirmex workers. Dude, I hate the sounds these things make. I hate them so much. I don't even know why they're in the game. They're just, gross. I'd gotten so lost in exploring the towers that nighttime came way too quick. I was getting bombarded by mobs everywhere. Towering up isn't always a good idea because there's still mobs up there that want to kill you. Luckily, the trees in the jungle were blocking them from me. Please drop the trumpet, please drop the trumpet, please, please, please. My god, dude. There is nothing I want more in every single RLCraft world than to have the trumpet skeleton drop a trumpet. I just want the trumpet. Exploring the nighttime is fun, but thank god I had a recall potion so I could go back home. It's so easy to get lost in RLCraft, it's not even funny anymore. Day 11 through 15. I was so tired of walking around without enchants on, so I went to find battle towers everywhere. I wanted more XP tomes, and they were an easy way to get more enchanting bottles. I just wanted to speed up the process of leveling up, so here's a little speed run of me exploring. What the fuck? What the fuck? Let me go, 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 let me go. Oh my god, 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 let me go, please. What the fuck? That was just not fun. The morning of the 16th, I heard giant wing flaps. I walked out of the little bedroom that I had found and there was a massive dragon. Without hesitation, I left immediately. I knew one hit from that thing would kill me no matter what kind of armor I had. Day 17, I started getting more serious. The main goal of RLCraft is to use summonings to help you in battles. So I gathered the materials needed and I made a summoning staff. The summoning staff lets you summon mobs that help you in battles. Some of the mobs can be big, small, honestly anything you bump into, you could probably summon. My favorite ones are the Aegises because you can summon a lot of them and they travel in packs. They're kind of weak though, so be careful if you use them. While getting ready to make an enchantment room, I realized that I had enough stuff to make the Stone of the Sea. For those of you that don't know what a Stone of the Sea is, it gives you really good powers in water. You can also drink the river water and not get thirst from it. Honestly, it's a very helpful bauble, and I really recommend anybody that plays RLCraft to use this. Also, if it's paired with Tide Guardian armor, you get strength and speed in the water. It's amazing. I was really hoping that with this stone and Tide Guardian armor, I got Death Strider as well. I would literally be unstoppable in the water. I carved out a whole room just to have enough space for an enchantment room, and it was looking pretty good. I went up to get my XP tomes and I started enchanting. I mentioned this before in the video, but every XP tome holds 30 levels, and I had about 4 full books of them. I could get really good enchants, and it was so easy to get more levels if I needed any more. I had gotten one of the best enchants right off the bat on my Diamond Saber. Lifesteal 4 gives you health every time you hit somebody. It's literally in the name. It steals the life from other things. I knew this would be helpful in hardcore RLCraft because you don't regenerate health normally. You have to use bandages or you have to stand near a nymph just to get regen. So with the 2 resistance rings I have, this lifesteal sword, oh my god, it's amazing. It's a great combo. Really, the only good enchant I got on my armor was the Step Strider. Everything else is about Prot 2, Prot 3. But these Depth Strider 3 boots, oh my god. I literally love the Stone of the Sea and Depth Strider. It's amazing. Day 19 started off with playing around with the Depth Strider, but I wanted to put it to use. I was gonna go fight sea serpents. In order to get the Tide Guardian armor that I want, I have to kill a lot of sea serpents and a lot of sirens. Sirens have shiny scales and sea serpents have the sea serpent scales. You have to combine both of them to make the armor, so I went out to fight both. It was very stressful fighting these big giant monsters when I didn't have strength or regen. Thank God for the lifesteal though, because without it I would literally be dead. Day 20, I'm still looking for some scales. Wow, this guy was massive and he was terrifying. It didn't matter about my lifesteal. This guy could literally 3-hit me. This is the biggest serpent I've ever seen. I'm just happy I was faster than him. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. Jesus Christ. What the hell is wrong with him? This dumb old stupid wet snake got stuck in the mountains, so it was just free killing right here. Pretty anticlimactic, but you know what? I don't care. I'm cheesing the system before he cheeses me. He actually gave me a lot of sea serpent scales, which was amazing. I already had enough to make the armor. I did want different colors though, so I just kept fighting sea serpents. These two tried to 2v1 me. The lifesteal and resistance 2 came in handy. I love how they jump at you, dude. It's my favorite thing. They jump at you so fast, they don't even think about it. He got a good bite on me, and I actually got pretty scared, but that's fine. And I'm glad I did get scared because I almost died because of him. Honestly, the one single scale was not worth it. This guy was smaller and he gave me more scales, which was weird, but I mean, I don't know. Whatever. Day 21, I got back to the house and immediately made the Tide Guardian armor. I cannot get over the way this armor looks. It's amazing. It sucks though that I can't wear it yet. I just have to level up a little bit more, and I should be fine. But until then, I'm stuck with diamond armor. I couldn't stand having a weapon with the short quality because there's no reach with it, so I made a reforging station and immediately started rerolling the quality. I did this for all of my diamond items since I had enough. They were just going to end up sitting in the chest for a while and not been used, so I might as well just reroll my stuff. Going through the footage between day 22 and day 30 is pretty scuffed. There is no footage. I played through those days straight through, and apparently my recording software was paused. There isn't a little notification when your recording software is paused, it still says stop recording. But I fought a huge dragon and got all these scales, so I'm just gonna put in a fight with a dragon I literally just did. When I tell you that's all the dragon fight took, that is literally it. My armor is so overpowered. In the actual fight, I only fought 2, but here I fought 3 for you guys, so I'm sorry the recording paused. I really do genuinely apologize, but let's get back into the video. Being very proud of myself with my newly crafted dragon armor, I put it up on an armor stand until I was able to wear it. Red dragon armor looks the best, and it also matches my 2011 Minecon cape. I even made another armor stand to put the Tide Guardian armor on, just because why not? And just for final measure, here's the diamond armor. Also, I forgot to mention that during those days where I was fighting the dragons, I was also destroying battle towers left and right. So I got a lot of levels and a lot of XP tomes, so just in case you see a super duper insane flux in levels, that's why. Day 31 through 40. I did absolutely nothing but explore for 9 straight days. I needed more levels, more XP, I needed more items, I needed literally everything. RLCraft is all about exploration. You take advantage of the houses already built so you can go out and explore other things. So you don't have to mine and you don't have to build anything that, you know, wastes time. So instead of building and mining, I'm exploring. While exploring, I found this really cool farm. Farms are kind of overpowered in RLCraft because you literally get XP just from breaking wheat. Personally, I think that's pretty cool. It also makes the game way easier than it should be. You're all probably gonna get mad at me, but no, I didn't replant, and no, I didn't break everything. I wanted to keep the rest of it here just in case I needed it later, even though I don't really see myself coming back. There's also a waypoint around there, so it would be easy to get back to it. After wandering for a solid day, I found another village. This one actually had a tower with so many arrows in it. You don't really find these very often, so every time I do, I take the arrows, even if I have an infinity bow. One thing I hate about villages in this game, most of them have cobwebs, and cobwebs spawn some, well, they spawn these. God, I hate those things. I had taken my armor off because it made me cold for some reason, so I was walking through this building without armor, and I mean, there was a lot of cool stuff in here. If you didn't know what these libraries were, basically they have overpowered books and XP tomes. They're, oh my god, they're insane. I actually love these. I promise you when I say this, it never, ever, ever gets old to watch the battle tower golem fly away. It never gets old. It's the funniest thing. That chest had so much XP in it. Leveling up was getting easier and easier. While I was on my way back home, man, I should have just minded my own business. I saw a chest and decided to open it. Little did I know it was an ice dragon nest. In my opinion, these things are harder to fight than the fire dragons. Sometimes they have powers to freeze you, and it's not fair, to be honest. It's just not fair. Wounded with broken legs, I went back home to go to sleep so I could heal. I didn't want to waste any gapples or bandages when it was nighttime. In case you didn't know, sleeping heals you, so I just went right to bed. Day 41, I woke up and showered myself with experience. I was so ready to enchant my dragon armor. Dragon armor gets really good enchants, so I wasn't really worried about getting bad ones. The main ones that I wanted were Protection 4 on at least 2 out of the 4 pieces, and definitely Depth Strider. I got Thorns, Agility, and Protection 4 on my leggings. Agility just means I can run faster. I didn't use all of my levels while enchanting, so I used the remaining levels to level up for the dragon armor. It was time to retire the diamond armor and get ready to be fitted into something new. Ooh, the dragon armor looks so good. It looks so good. The rest of the enchants were just Prot 3 and Unbreaking, nothing too crazy. My plans to enchant the Tide Guardian armor were still going to happen, just not right now. I was more so saving it for when I would fight a tier 5 dragon so I could fight him in the water and have strength. But for right now, the dragon armor is okay. Here I'm making my flamed dragon bone saber. If you've watched my past RLCraft videos, you'd know that this is my go-to weapon. Honestly, I just like the way it looks. I mean, you can't blame me. You basically have a sword with fire aspect already on it. And thank God I still had 1 XP tome left. I used up all the leveling in it and had enough levels to actually use the dragon bone saber. I honestly didn't expect for things to go this quick. Right after leveling up, I went out in search of a battle tower immediately. I wanted more experience so that I could enchant my saber. I wasn't going to walk around without it. I needed the saber. I needed the full dragon set. This is the last time you guys are going to see me cheese a battle tower. I'll fight them next time once my dragon armor is all situated. But I showered myself with some XP and I actually had enough levels to enchant. Before I enchanted though, I wanted to reforge it so I could get something good. Losing 0.5 reach is actually a lot. Even though it doesn't seem like it, you can feel the difference. I had a couple things planned for the next few days. But to start off, I needed to search for avian tree. I was getting really tired of walking around and it would really help me if I had a mount to fly around on. So I went out to look for some flying mounts and for some food for them. I also needed to make a few things like a soul stone so I could bind them to me. While exploring, I found the lighthouse that I found on the second day. I thought that was pretty cool, and also the pirate ship above it. I don't know how I ended up here again, but I guess I'm just going in circles. On day 43, I was still looking for flying mounts, but I stumbled across the Betweenlands Shrine. I wanted to get some of the pieces for the portal, so I just stayed and killed the mobs for them. I have intentions on going to the Betweenlands soon, but not yet. Side note, these guys are actually pretty creepy. Like, just look at them. The Betweenlands is a pretty scary place, and overworld armor doesn't really work in there. So once you go in, it's literally like starting all over from scratch. I was not ready to do that yet since I had made a lot of progress in this world so far. It took almost the full day to get the full pieces for it, but once I did, I made the portal key. Okay, hold on. We gotta sit back and admire the animation. Yoink. On day 46 and day 47, I found a house with a dungeon under it. I couldn't not explore it. I had pretty decent health, armor, and a nice amount of healing, so I jumped right in to see what I could find. Knowing how stacked I was still scared because these dungeons tend to have a lot of traps. Also, there's mob spawners around every corner. You could be ready to fight mobs at any time, but you also have to remember that some mobs have special abilities. I remember dying to a mob that one-hit me in full golem armor with a lightning bolt. There's 3 to 4 floors in these dungeons, and each time you go lower, it gets harder along the way. I was finding pretty decent stuff in the chests, but I knew if it came down to it, this stuff wouldn't save me at all. Out of nowhere, I was getting attacked by every single mob you could think of. A Gru showed up because it was dark. I barely lost any health, but I still ate a god apple just to be safe. I was still scared because it doesn't really matter how much regen you have. In reality, you only have 4 hearts until you're actually dead. After that, I decided to leave because I didn't want to risk any chances getting struck by lightning, just in case a mob with special powers spawn. As risky as I was playing this, I was still trying to play it as safe as possible. Days 48 to 52 were still spent looking for a flying mount. I don't know why they were so hard for me to find, but I literally couldn't find anything. A rock is what scared me in the beginning of the game with the purple fire. It was a blight rock and they were very strong. Normal rocks aren't that strong, but they still can fly, so I really wanted one. Plus, they make fighting the Ender Dragon a lot easier. Well, any dragon. After killing a joust, I looked up and there was a rock right there. And then I looked to my left and there was death! Seeing these rocks would have been great, but I forgot about the avian treats that I would need to tame them. If they weren't tamed, they wouldn't take the soul stone, and then I couldn't make them mine. So I had to go get some avian treats. At the time, I didn't know you could use joust meat for the avian treats, so yeah, I wasted a whole bunch of time. You know me, I couldn't head back home without doing a battle tower first, and almost dying! Day 53, I enchanted a book with lifesteal, put it on my dragon bone saber, grabbed all the bones I could find, and went back to looking for meat for my avian treats. I looked for so long and couldn't find the rocks I had saw earlier. I was genuinely getting so upset, I literally couldn't find them. While still searching for any kind of flying mount, I actually found this thing. I've never used one of these before, so I figured, you know what, why not? And since I've never used one, I might as well just take them. I had enough soul stones and enough avian treats for a rock later, so I just grabbed this guy. He might have been super fast and land in water, but he couldn't fly, which sucked. He did have a cool little power to dash forward though, but that's about it. I really needed a flying mount. Just as nighttime was about to set on day 55, I found one. He was stuck in the tree, so I ran over to him and I quickly grabbed him. It didn't take long for him to love me, and he went right into my manager. Now with having found a rock, I could finally head back home. Looking back into my footage, apparently I was AFK for 2 days, so yeah. Oh my god, what the hell? Day 58, I needed a new dragon helmet. My helmet actually wasn't that good, so I enchanted a book with prop 4 and enchanted another one with Unbreaking 3 and put it on the helmet. Just so I could have a definite enchant on my helmet. I didn't feel like it. And after that, I didn't really do much. I just organized chests, so yeah. Around day 59, I decided to go find the stronghold. My armor was actually really good, and I figured I could beat the dragon if I really wanted to. Also, since I had a flying mount, things would be so much easier. In the end, there's mobs that spawn on the ground, so you can't really run around and try to kill the dragon. You have to be up on a flying mount. So honestly, I had everything I needed. I just needed to find the stronghold. So I set off to do so. Finally, after so long, I had found the end portal. God, that literally took forever. Here we go. Jumping in the portal immediately sends chills down my spine. To be honest with you, I wasn't even on full health. Look down at the bottom of the screen. But that's fine, I can manage. As long as I stay off the ground, everything will be fine. Even if I get too close to the ground, things start shooting at me. The mobs in the end are ruthless. The last thing I want to do is hit the ground or have my rock die. That just means death. Every single mob in here could probably one-hit my rock, so I was terrified to let anything near it. While trying to get one of the end crystals in the cages, my worst nightmare happened. The dragon came out of nowhere and two-hit my rock. I was on the ground with all the mobs. It seemed like everything was after me at once. Even though I had resistance 2 and a few god apples, I was still scared. Things were extremely strong in this realm. Honestly, if I didn't have lifesteal, I probably wouldn't have gotten as far as I did. I just had to ride it out until my rock came back to life. God, this place fucking sucks, dude. Oh my god. Really? I finally had my rock back and I got back to work destroying the crystals. With all the crystals gone, I could finally fight the dragon. The Ender Dragon was dead. Now, how do I get the XP without losing my life? Obviously, I still had some time left, so what I was gonna do, I was gonna go find a tier 5 dragon, and hopefully get a dragon egg, but also get so many scales that I could just live forever. I was so ready to fight the game's strongest dragon, and now I had to go find one. In order to fight this dragon, I would need my Tide Guardian armor, finally. I spent 3 days getting the enchants ready for this armor, just so I could be safe. I was really looking forward to the strength 4 in the water. With my old dragon armor hung up, and the new Tide Guardian armor on, I felt like I couldn't die at all, and if something killed me, it would have to be an endgame boss. Just to see how strong this armor was, I wanted to go and test it out. Hey, yo, what? I'm not gonna lie, I was kinda getting bold with this armor, and I honestly don't think anything could have killed me with Strength 4, Full Physical Protection 3, and a Lifesteal 4 sword, paired with 2 Resistance Rings and a Stone of the Sea. I was basically unstoppable in the overworld. In my notes right here, it says it took me from day 77 to day 93 to actually find a tier 5 dragon. And when I found the dragon, it wasn't in the den, which was weird. It was up flying around. So I'm going to skip the whole literally walking and flying around to fighting the actual dragon. So grab your popcorn, drink some water, charge your phone, and sit back because this is a very long fight.
March of the Gorgomites! Watch them crawl!
I don't know what this was. I've literally never seen this event before. For some reason, the dragon just wasn't interested in me. I chased him for so long. My plan was to lure it to the water so I could fight it on the ground, but it literally wouldn't come close to me. This was literally the longest dragon fight I've ever been in. And on the 96th night, the dragon fell. Watching it slowly fall through the sky was actually, it felt really good. That fight took forever. This was a tier 5 dragon. Unfortunately, it didn't drop an egg, so I would have to fight another one soon. I really wanted my own pet dragon, but I was fine with my rock until then. I collected all of the dragon meat, the scales, the heart, and I even got some dragon blood, and I went back home. Remember when I was talking about the mobs with special abilities? Yeah. No, I'm done. I'm leaving. Day 97. I hung up my trophy from the dragon fight. A massive dragon skull outside of my house. Terrifying. For days 98 and 99, I didn't really do much. I went out, killed a dragon, destroyed a battle tower, and got a few dogs. That was about it. Nothing crazy. But day 100, the last day, this was the most exciting day of them all. I fished. If you guys did enjoy this video, please leave a like. I would greatly appreciate it. Also, if you want to see more 100 days videos, leave a comment saying you like them. I love making these videos and I'm so down to make more of them, so as long as you guys like them, I'll keep doing it. I hope you all have a great day.